Hola! Today we are going to learn how to show possession. And we are going to do in two ways. How to show possession using de and how to use possessive adjectives. In English, we use the apostrophe s to show possession. For example, Maria's cat is beautiful. In Spanish, apostrophe s is never used. To show possession, we use de and the noun that refers to the owner or possessor. For example, Maria's cat is beautiful. So you use Maria, apostrophe s, and then what Maria has, right? Well, in Spanish, we are going to change the structure of the sentence and we are going to use de. So you're going to say, El gato de Maria es bonito. Okay? So never use apostrophe s, never put what the person has afterwards. Whatever the person has needs to come before. De is used as an indicator of possession. So we use the construction de plus noun to indicate possession. Another example, Raul's book is interesting. Now the format in Spanish is as follows. El libro, so you begin with what the person has, de Raúl es interesante. If you want to translate this sentence to make sure you understand how it works, you could say the book of Raúl, the house of Mary. Okay, that's how we say. So we use a definite article with the thing possessed, then de, then the possessor. So this is the structure that you need to use. Okay. El libro de Raúl es interesante. Now, some things you need to consider. Remember, de plus el does not exist in Spanish. Every time you have de plus el, and I need to stress out that el needs to be the article el, you're going to combine that and say del, okay? Es la pluma de el profesor Gómez. In this case, you have de plus the article el profesor Gómez. So we need to combine that. We don't have de el. You're going to say del. Okay? Look at that. So the oral link or enlace between de and el is reflected in the written merging of the two. But watch this one. If it's feminine, you don't need to combine. Es la pluma de la profesora Pérez. Okay? Another thing you need to be careful is la pluma es de ella. No, la pluma es de él. Now, why didn't I combine here? Because él here is not an article. You see the accent mark? Él means he. Okay? So in this case, it's okay to use de él. Now, here is not okay, de él, because before it was an article, so del. Another way to show possession is using possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives tell you who owns something or describe a relationship between people or things. The forms of possessive adjectives do not change in English, but they do change in Spanish. And I think we have seen some examples before. Let's see this one. They are my cousins. So you're going to use my here for everything that comes afterwards, no matter if it's singular or plural. And here you have an example with the plural noun. They are my cousins. But look at the Spanish form. Because cousins is in the plural form, I have to change my possessive adjective to the plural form as well. So, ellos son mis primos. The possessive adjectives that are used with a masculine singular noun are as follows. Me, my, tu, your, familiar, singular. Now observe, no accent mark here. If you put the accent mark, you're saying you. No accent mark, it means your. Su, your, formal, because if you're talking to somebody in a formal way, you cannot use tu as your. You're going to say your in a different way. You say su, okay? But look, su also means his or her. So the word su could mean so far your, formal, his or her. Nuestro means our in the masculine way, okay? Vuestro, we are not going to deal with it, but in Spain, also means your. And su, another su, that means your, but now in the plural form, okay? Like something that belongs to you guys. You're going to use su. Su also means there. Wow, look at su, all the meanings for su. Su could mean your in the formal way, singular form, his, her, also your in the plural form, something that belongs to all of you, and their, something that belongs to them, okay? It is important to keep in mind that possessive adjectives agree with the thing or things possessed, not with the possessor. We are going to understand this better in a minute. So how would we say, I have my book? Yo tengo mi libro. You have your notebook in a familiar way, okay? So you say, tú tienes tu cuaderno. Now, again, tú with an accent mark means you. Tú with no accent mark means your. You have your pencil. Now, in a formal way, if you say, Mrs. Witter, you have your pencil. So you say, usted tiene, I cannot use tú, I need to use su. Usted tiene su lápiz. He has his hat. Él tiene su sombrero. She has her watch. Ella tiene su reloj. We have our car. Nosotros tenemos nuestro carro o nuestro coche. You have your horse. You guys, okay? This is like plural form. Ustedes tienen su caballo. They have their dog. Ellos tienen su perro. They have their paper. Ellas tienen su papel. I want to call your attention what we just mentioned before. It's not because I'm using the plural form, like a bunch of people have one car, that I'm going to put nuestros in the plural form here. No, 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 no. It's not who has it. It's what you have. You're going to agree with whatever you have. So here I'm saying we have our car, but we are a bunch of people, but we only have one car. So nuestro should be in the singular form, agreeing with the noun carro, okay? Same thing here. Ustedes, you guys, have your horse, but it's only one horse. So ustedes tienen su caballo, and all these other situations here. The possessive adjectives that are used with feminine singular noun are as follows. Mi, my, tú, your, su, your, because it's formal. Su can be his or her. Nuestra, now it's feminine. This one will show the feminine form. These ones you don't need to worry about. Vuestra, su, y su, okay? So let's see some examples. How do we say, I have my pen? Yo tengo mi pluma. So for mi, tú, su, you don't need to worry on agreeing in gender, feminine or masculine, with the noun. Only number, plural or singular, okay? Since pluma is in the singular form, I say yo tengo mi pluma, but I don't need to worry about changing mi to the feminine form to agree with pluma. No. You have your shirt. Tú tienes tu camisa. You have your camera. Formal. Usted tiene su cámara. He has his cup. Él tiene su taza. She has her chair. Ella tiene su silla. Now watch this one. We have our bicycle. Now, bicycle is a feminine noun, and our is something that you need to be careful. So I need to say, nosotros tenemos nuestra bicicleta to agree with the noun that I possess. Okay? You have your fruit. Ustedes tienen su fruta. Don't need to worry about it. They have their house. Ellos tienen su casa. So the only one that you need to worry about is when you say our, nuestra, nuestro, nuestras, nuestros. Those ones you need to worry about. They have their computer. Ellas tienen su computadora. Let's see some more examples. I have my books. Yo tengo mis libros. Now I need to worry about the number. Since libros is in the plural form, I need to use mis. You have your notebooks. Tú tienes tus cuadernos. Plural form. You have your pencils. Formal. Usted tiene sus lápices. He has his hats. Él tiene sus sombreros. So it's one person only, but since he has lots of hats, you need to use sus. She has her watches. Ella tiene sus relojes. Nosotros tenemos blank amigos. Now, amigos is masculine and plural. So you need to use nuestros amigos. You have your cats. Ustedes tienen sus gatos. They have their dogs. Ellos tienen sus perros. They have their papers. Now you're talking about a bunch of girls that have it. Ellas tienen sus papeles. Let's see in the feminine plural form. I have my pens. Yo tengo mis plumas. You have your shirts. Tú tienes tus camisas. You have your cameras. Usted tiene sus cámaras. He has his cups. Él tiene sus tazas. She has her blouses. Ella tiene sus blusas. So again, here, for these ones like me, mis, tú, tus, sus, you just need to worry about number, okay? Whatever you have, if it's in the plural form, you need to add that s to your possessive adjective as well. Now, our is a different story. We have our bicycles. Now, bicycles, we know it's a feminine noun. And here it's feminine and plural. So, nosotros tenemos nuestras bicicletas. Be careful with our. You have your fruits. Ustedes tienen sus frutas. They have their houses. Ellos tienen sus casas. They have their computers. Now, girls that have computers. Ellas tienen sus computadoras. So here's an overview of all the possessive adjectives. Mi, mis, tú, tus, sus, sus, nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, or nuestras. It will depend on the noun that you have afterwards, whatever you possess. Vuestro, vuestra, vuestros, vuestras. We are not going to deal with this one, only in Spain. Su, su. Now remember, these are two-form adjectives. Mi, tú, su, or mis, tus, sus. They will agree only in number. But nuestro, it's a four-form adjective because you can have nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, or nuestras. I hope that was helpful. Make sure you review the concepts, you review this video if necessary.